The concept of Satanic New World Order is a notion that has been circulating among certain conspiracy theory circles, suggesting that a group of powerful individuals or organizations are secretly manipulating world events to establish a one-world government that would control every aspect of human life. One of the alleged tools being used to achieve this goal is the propaganda surrounding global warming. According to this narrative, the supposed threat of global warming is being exaggerated and distorted to justify restrictive policies, surveillance, and control over the population. Proponents of this idea argue that the fear of climate change is being intentionally stoked by those in power to create a sense of urgency and panic, which can then be leveraged to impose draconian measures on society. These measures might include draconian regulations, carbon taxes, and other restrictive policies that would ostensibly help mitigate the effects of climate change, but in reality, would only serve to consolidate power and wealth in the hands of the elite. This perspective posits that the true aim of the New World Order is not to save the planet, but to enslave humanity under the guise of environmentalism. One of the primary ways this is supposedly being achieved is through the manipulation of scientific data and the silencing of dissenting voices. Critics of the mainstream narrative on global warming often point to instances where data has been allegedly tampered with, or where scientists who question the severity of climate change are marginalized or ridiculed. This, they argue, is evidence that there is a concerted effort to suppress any information that contradicts the official line on global warming, thereby maintaining the illusion of a consensus and justifying extreme measures to combat it. Furthermore, the emphasis on global warming as a global problem requiring a global solution is seen as a Trojan horse for the implementation of a new world order. The idea that national sovereignty must be surrendered to address a global threat is perceived as a covert attempt to erode national identities and pave the way for a one-world government. International agreements and treaties aimed at reducing greenhouse gas emissions are viewed with suspicion, as they are believed to be part of a larger strategy to create a framework for global governance that bypasses traditional democratic processes. In addition, the economic implications of policies aimed at combating climate change are also seen as a means of aggression. The transition to renewable energy sources, for example, is portrayed as an opportunity for corporations and governments to amass wealth and control at the expense of individual freedoms. The costs associated with this transition, including higher energy prices and taxes, would disproportionately affect the poorer segments of society, further exacerbating income inequality and dependence on the state. The narrative of a Satanic New World Order using global warming propaganda to oppress humanity is complex and multifaceted, weaving together elements of conspiracy theory, political ideology, and religious belief. While this narrative may seem far-fetched to many, it reflects deep-seated anxieties about the nature of power, the role of government, and the impact of global events on individual lives. It also underscores the need for critical thinking and nuanced discussion about the intersection of environmental policy, economic development, and personal freedom, lest the debate over global warming become further polarized and detached from reality. Ultimately, the claim that global warming propaganda is a tool of the Satanic New World Order aiming to oppress humanity is a symptom of broader societal distrust and disillusionment with institutions and the information they provide. It highlights the urgent need for transparency, accountability, and open dialogue on issues of global importance, ensuring that policies are based on robust evidence and serve the interests of humanity as a whole, rather than a privileged few.